Big T back on YouTube and things of that nature. In today's video, gotta clear my throat for this one. We are talking about the one and only P. Diddy, man. P. Diddy, Sean Diddy Combs, indicted on charges including sex trafficking and racketeering. Basically, we're gonna be talking about how the feds, they got P. Diddy, fam. We did it! Ladies and gentlemen, we got him type shit, fam. They caught P. Diddy, fam. And I ain't gonna lie, it's looking rough for P. Diddy right now. It's actually looking super tough for P. Diddy. Like, there was a small part of me was like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, he's innocent. This was like months ago when they were like starting to build the case, but now it's cooked. It's actually long for him. He's gonna be in the bin for the rest of his life. I ain't gonna lie. And this has Hollywood on notice, fam. Hollywood, there might be a lot of people involved in this, a lot of people connected to this, or a lot of people in Hollywood who are going to have to take a couple steps back and go into hibernation. Because all this is doing to me is exposing how weird Hollywood truly is. And they're starting with P. Diddy, but there are going to be others, fam. Just know that. Just know there's going to be others. Before we get into that, no Diddy type shit, I need you to do 3 things for me. I need you to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel because it's road to 1K. Not gonna lie, we're on a generational run right now with these videos, so we need to keep it going. Y'all know what to do. Let's get back into P. Diddy. Shout out ABC News, fam.
Tonight, disgraced mogul Sean Diddy Combs, still behind bars, held without bail, pleading not guilty to explosive charges, sex trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in prostitution.
What's up, New York?
Okay, so those are the charges there. What's that, like 4 or 5 charges? All those are some serious charges. I ain't gonna hold you. This nigga's weird. I ain't gonna lie.
Racketeering and transportation to engage in prostitution.
What's up, New York?
Y'all know what they found in this house, right? They found bare bottles of like baby oil. This nigga's weird, fam. This nigga's weird. Lock him up.
A year ago, Sean Combs stood in Times Square and was handed a key to New York City. Today, he's been indicted and will face justice in the Southern District of New York.
The once celebrated rapper was arrested by federal agents Monday night at the Park Hyatt Hotel in New York City.
In the hotel.
At the center of those charges, alleged freak-offs or sex performances that authorities claim were planned and recorded.
A word that has come up in this story, freak-off, what is that?
It is him having like sex workers or whoever come in and have sex with his partner, whoever it is, while he watches or participates or whatever. Yeah.
Ooh, nigga, you're a weird nigga. You're a weird ass nigga, fam. So this nigga's having freak offs where you're inviting people to have sex with your girl and they're watching. You weird ass nigga, fam. We're on your head, fam. You're weird. But like I said, fam, this is not it for Hollywood, fam. We're coming for you. All these other celebrities, we're coming for you. Because there's no way this nigga's the only one involved, fam. There has to be more parties involved. Y'all niggas are weird, fam. I don't know what it's about. They call it Hollywood for a reason. Niggas are weird up in there, fam.
Alleges that Combs abused and exploited women and other people for years, and in a variety of ways.
Sean Combs entered court, and when he first walked through the doors in the company of the U.S. Marshals, he didn't have any handcuffs on. He did look a little bit stunned as he surveyed the imposing federal courtroom. The only words Sean Combs uttered during the entire hearing were the words, "not guilty." Otherwise, he was nearly motionless, looking in large part straight ahead unless he had to directly talk to his lawyer.
We're appealing the decision to hold him without bail.
Combs' attorney didn't.
So this is the lawyer. How do you defend, like, I know lawyers at the end of the day, they gotta do what they gotta do, but how do you defend someone like this? Like, not even like on like no morality shit, but like, what's the game plan here? Because like morally, it's kind of crazy that you're defending this guy, but like, let's put morals aside, fam. Let's just say you gotta do what you gotta do. You got a job to do. What's the game plan going in? You see the evidence stacking up against your client. What's the game plan here? Especially with the fact that y'all went in and y'all said, yo, I'm not guilty. So what, like, you're sitting in the room with P. Diddy. What is the conversation that you're having? Like, what promises you're making? Because he's hired you for a reason. He's hired you to get him out of this situation. So what type of insurances, what type of promises are you making to him? Because if I'm his lawyer, I'm keeping a beat. I'm gonna like, yo, not gonna lie. Thanks for paying me. Thanks for giving me this opportunity, but we're fucking cooked. The evidence that they have against us for these allegations, we're cooked. We're cooked. Plead guilty. That's my game plan. Plead guilty and beg for mercy. That's what I'm saying. Give me my bread, though, because I have to represent you. But I'm going to be honest with you. If I'm P. Diddy's lawyer right now, I'm saying, yo, plead guilty, fam, because we're cooked. We don't got no leg to stand on, fam. I don't know what leg you think you're standing on, fam. We're cooked. It's done, fam. It's GG's. You're touching the bin. You're going to jail, fam. I don't know what the game plan is right now.
Denying all allegations and saying his client will fight the charges in court.
Applying to universities is stressful. It's
Facts.
not just about grades anymore.
Don't care. Back to P. Diddy.
Seen here in one of the last public appearances before his arrest, the 54-year-old greeted.
Nah. I'm on you. I'm on all these kids right here, fam. I'm on you guys, fam. Do you not know what's going on with P. Diddy? Do you not know what's going on with P. Diddy? You're posing with the man before he's about to touch the bin, before he gets charged. 1, 2, 3. These are 3 young females around him, fam. Fam, if you don't know anything about P. Diddy, if you are a female, you should not be in this close proximity of this man. This nigga is weird. This nigga is weird. He's about to get charged. I swear I read somewhere that this photo was taken like the day before. These 2 men, you're L-mans, fam. Why do you have 3 young females around him, fam? P. Diddy at this point has shown to me that you cannot be this close to females, fam. Why are you this close? Why are these females taking photos with this nigga? What is wrong with these people? This is a predator. This is a creep that you are taking a photo with actively the day before he's getting charged.
Greeting fans in the streets of his hometown in New York.
How's your dad doing?
His children seen in court today, supporting
Tough.
their father along with Combs'
Super tough for the kids. I ain't gonna lie, super tough for the kids. I feel bad for the children.
sister.
Mr. Combs is a fighter. He's going to fight this to the end. He's innocent. He came to New York to establish his innocence.
Federal authorities have been investigating their.
Whoa! So now he came to New York to establish. Because what I read earlier, when the feds were on him and they raided his crib, he escaped on a private jet. He didn't want no problems. He was looking pretty guilty when he hopped on the private jet and he flew away right before the feds went through his house, I think in Miami or New York, I'm not sure. But one of his houses, the feds raided it, and conveniently he decided to hop on the private jet. So now he wants to show that he's not innocent. But back then, he was looking pretty guilty. I ain't gonna lie, he was looking real guilty.
The rapper for nearly a year, simultaneously raiding his home in Miami and Los Angeles.
Yeah.
When the federal agents went in, they had their guns trained on some of Diddy's children. Defense attorney Mark Agnifilo said in court that was a little scary for everybody involved, and it made Diddy want to cooperate. He was, almost as the lawyer described it, scared straight by that raid.
According to the indictment, law enforcement seized various freak-off supplies, including narcotics.
I love how even in the professional, like ABC News and CNN, they're using the term. So they're using the terms freak-off on, like, national news. That's crazy to me.
And more than 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
You're weird, nigga. You are weird. 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Yeah, you're cooked. You're cooked. You're cooked.
Oil and lubricant.
They found a number of AK-47s, a drum barrel that's used to input large amounts of ammunition into a gun like that. Multiple videos that we assume are associated with sex trafficking.
The indictment, just the latest in this stunning fall from grace for the rapper, who was once at the pinnacle of pop culture.
Sean Combs
P. Diddy really used to run the culture at one time. I ain't gonna lie. He had the game on locks. Respectfully, he had the game on locks. But it's crazy how the mighty have fallen.
really represents how far your dream can go. And I think that his journey in a lot of ways represented that for a number of people. I think it's really hard for people because he was such, you know, like a bright light, like a shining star in the culture. And now what do you do with all of that?
One of the most influential figures in American music, an architect of modern...
I think it's similar to like the Michael Jackson conversation, because as big as P. Diddy is, he's not no Michael Jackson, fam. Michael Jackson is arguably and was arguably the greatest artist of all time. And when the allegations came up against him, because there were allegations against him, that's when people really had to decide, like, fam, am I separating the art from the artist, or is it all in one? I think genuinely, for the people who love P. Diddy, not me respectfully, like, he's cool or whatever. I will not die for P. Diddy, like, that's, his music's cool or whatever, but I can live without hearing P. Diddy's music. But for people who can't live without listening to his music, you're gonna have to separate the art from the artist, man, because this nigga's weird. This nigga's weird. He's probably going to jail, and it's gonna be a tricky time for him. But if you still love that music, if you still love his music, because he was great at music, you're gonna have to separate the art from the artist. For me, I'm not doing that because I don't, like, his music is not that important to me. But, like, it's similar to, like, the Michael Jackson thing, like I said before. Fam, like, some people, like, they couldn't go without listening to his music. So they had to separate art from artists, fam. And that's what some of y'all are gonna have to do. Not me, though. Not me. I'm cool off that. But for some of y'all who really love his music, that's what y'all gonna have to do.
Hip-hop and R&B, who helped bring the genres to mainstream, consistently topping the charts with hits like Mo Money, Mo Problems, and I'll Be Missing You.
Notorious, they got to know that life ain't always what it seemed to be. Words can't express what you mean to me. I got a lot of things coming, but I gotta go now. Thank you very much.
He's a multi-million-dollar mega brand.
The man who launched so many careers and made Biggie an even bigger star.
That's the bigger thing too. Like, the thing about P. Diddy is not just this is P. Diddy. It's about the other stars and the other people he created around him, fam. P. Diddy really was like he was like a musical web, fam. Like, he's at the middle of it, and then, like, all the strings are attached to him of, like, all these amazing artists and songs and albums are all connected to his name, fam. It's kind of like the R. Kelly thing. Right? There's R. Kelly, the musician, but then there's all these strings attached to all the songs, all the artists, all the albums he worked with. Like, there's, like, I don't know if P. Diddy's the same, but, like, for R. Kelly, it was, like, one of those things where, like, people are generally telling me, like, yo, for that time period, any R&B, like, song, any R&B, like, album had R. Kelly's fingerprints all over it. Like, he was somehow involved. I don't know if P. Diddy has that same, like, amount of motion, but I'm pretty sure P. Diddy had, like, a lot of people would contribute their success to P. Diddy. I'm pretty sure about that. I ain't gonna lie.
The gatekeeper to one of Hollywood's hottest parties.
This is a guy who is dating J-Lo, fashion, alcohol.
He did a J-Lo? Who's J-Lo dating now? I think a baseball player, no? Or am I tripping? Damn. And he didn't have the all-white parties, I ain't gonna lie. But that's what gets techie. Because if you're doing all this, and you're hosting like a yearly all-white party, what's going on at those parties? It wouldn't take someone... It wouldn't take the biggest detective in the world to connect two and two together. Because you're into some weird shit, on some sex trafficking weirdo shit, and you host this all-white party with all these celebrities, all these other Hollywood people. So it wouldn't be crazy for me to assume that some of that weird shit was going on at this all-white party that you host. I don't know, though. Maybe I'm dragging it, but that's for the detectives and the authorities to figure out. But something about those all-white parties are looking shaky now. Because now we know what you be on. So now we gotta ask what the other people are on when they go to your all-white parties.
TV shows, political campaigns, vote or die. This is one of the most famous people in America over the last half century. That is not hyperbole. Sean Combs is irreplaceable to American pop culture.
I don't agree with that, but okay.
All crashing down. Officials say that since 2008, Combs had engaged in crimes including forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. All to take part in numerous freak-offs.
The Southern District of New York actually defines these freak-offs as elaborate, produced sex performances that Sean Combs would orchestrate, masturbate to, and even record for his own pleasure.
The freak-off.
Okay, so I think this is like a better description for it. This makes it, yeah, this like allows me to picture a little bit more. So like he's basically like getting these sex workers to basically put on these sexual fantasies, these sexual like experiences for him to watch and record so that he can like beat his shit off later. He's basically like making his like making like pornos or like sexual like fantasies come to real life, and he's beating off to it. Crazy. That's crazy. Like just saying that out loud, that's crazy. That's crazy. A man's doing that. That's crazy.
Sometimes lasted days at a time, involved multiple commercial sex workers, and often involved a variety of narcotics such as ketamine, ecstasy, and GHB.
Don't do drugs,
which Combs
kids.
Distributed to the victims to keep them obedient and compliant.
Damn.
According to the indictment.
Damn, that sounds like some slavery shit. Talking about they need to be obedient and compliant. What do you got going on over here, Puff Daddy? Damn. This shit just keeps getting worse and worse, fam.
Combs manipulated women into participating in these sessions with male sex workers, and also ensured participation by controlling their careers, leveraging his financial support, and threatening to cut off the same, using intimidation and violence.
To the defense, this was not any kind of sexual depravity or debauchery as alleged, but consenting adults showing intimacy.
The federal government is saying that this is a criminal enterprise, that this isn't just a crime perpetuated by one individual, but that a whole organization needed to work around.
This is what I'm talking about, fam. When you get one, you get others. So what they're looking into now is, yo, is this just one weirdo just on some weird shit? Or is this an organization? This is a crime business, a crime organization. Because the thing about, like, a lot of these rich and famous people, you get into different circles and you know how to run businesses. So in my head, there's no reason, if this man was so successful in all his other businesses, to not make this crime, this illegal activity, a business. Because that's how, like, the rich and famous people work. They work in businesses, fam. Anything they do is a business. It's to make money. It's to profit. There's some sort of business connection to it. So I wouldn't be surprised if this weird ass nigga was making these freak offs into like a business thing. I wouldn't be surprised. I told you
these freak offs and these parties and these filming, but also to hide it from the public and law enforcement.
This is how AI optimizes.
Don't care, buddy.
Schedule. This
Don't
meeting
care.
got
We're trying to lock up P.
Hooray.
Diddy.
We didn't really.
The indictment alleges that those individuals facilitated the freak-offs. They booked the hotel rooms and stocked them with the supplies, including drugs, baby oil, personal lubricant, extra linens, and lighting. When the hotel rooms got damaged, they helped clean it up. They arranged for victims and commercial sex workers to travel for the freak-offs, and they delivered large quantities of cash to Combs to pay for the commercial sex workers.
This investigation followed a lawsuit filed last November by his former girlfriend, Cassandra Ventura, better known as Cassie, that claims she was a victim of a pattern of abuse, violence, and sex trafficking by Combs. At the time, Combs...
It's not looking good, man. Because how they just described it, it sounds like it's not just like a top of the head kind of thing, or like just a spur of the moment kind of thing. These are like a planned organizational things where, we're booking the hotel, we're getting the workers, we're stocking up the hotel room with everything they need, making sure the lighting, everything is proper, and then the money is going into the different places so everyone gets paid so that we can get the best products. That's crazy. Turning your freaks off into a business is crazy. Basically, a man has a freak off LLC, a freak off corporation. Nigga, you're weird, nigga. You're weird. You're actually weird, nigga. You are weird as hell, nigga. You are weird. What is you pleading not guilty for? You is weird, nigga. When they go into your books, when they go into your finances and see the different people that you paid for this, you're gonna look weird. Nigga, you're cooked, fam. It's done. It's done, fam. They're gonna look at you booking the hotels. They're gonna track all that. They're gonna track all the money, where all the money's going, fam. And fam, You're not the only one who's gonna go down, fam. There's a lot of people who are gonna go down with you, fam. This is clearly a bigger thing than just, yo, P. Diddy's a weirdo, fam. This is like a high level. This is high level crime. This is mob shit, fam. This is mob shit. Fam, I wasn't alive for the mobsters, fam, and the gangsters, fam. I wasn't alive for that era. This is like Italian mob shit, fam. This is a high level crime where we're only seeing like the tip of the iceberg, fam.
Denied all wrongdoing and said that settling was not an admission of guilt. Then this disturbing video.
We're gonna begin tonight with the alarming images.
I remember when this came out. Fam.
Then this disturbing
This
video.
nigga put his hands on his girlfriend.
Images now emerging of Sean Diddy Combs.
The new video obtained exclusively by CNN.
Because I remember there was one video that didn't really expose a lot, but then
The hallway of this hotel, and he's so brutal. And Cassie is so small.
Oh my God!
And just appears to be so broken. Like there's a point where she just stays on the ground.
It's so difficult to reflect.
And this nigga did that lame ass apology, fam. Oh my God! This is the beginning of the end, fam. Because this right here is not a face of remorse, fam. I don't know, like P. Diddy, you're a great musician. Acting wasn't your bag, fam. Because this right here is, I don't believe this for a second, fam. I remember this, fam.
Combs acknowledged his assault of Cassie in a message posted on Instagram days after.
I mean, he beat the hell out of Cassidy, fam. He really beat that in a towel, fam. Probably just fresh off one of your freak offs, fam. Fresh from beating off from one of your freak offs, fam. This girl trying to go home.
After the video surfaced.
I was up.
And niggas don't even know where he was, but like he was not in the U.S. when he filmed this recording, because he did not want niggas to find him, fam. This nigga was borderline on the run. Like, I know people did like the geolocation to find out where he was. Apparently he was like in the Caribbean or like Hawaii or some shit. This is not an America, gang. You ran, you knew all gone.
I mean, I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video.
Cassie was not named in the new indictment, but that video references evidence of Combs' alleged control over his victims.
Combs hit, kicked, threw objects at, and dragged victims, at times by their hair.
Cassie is sweet. She's quiet. She's kind. She's a good person.
How's she doing?
She's okay. You can see what's going on. She's getting through.
Tiffany Red met Cassie in 2015 when she was hired to work on her album. By then, Cassie had been romantically involved with Combs for almost a decade. Together, they released hits like Me and You.
I forgot this is a hit, fam. Like I said before, fam, P. Diddy's fingerprints are all over songs like this and albums like this, fam. Like, he really had an impact on the R&B scene, fam. I feel like everything R&B was connected to P. Diddy at some point, fam. But, like, in her defense, she's probably doing everything she wanted for her career. But 10 years with P. Diddy sounds crazy. Especially with what we now know, clearly, how he was getting down behind the scenes. 10 years with this man is crazy. But I guess it's one of those things where, like, when you're in it, you're kind of staying quiet. You don't say nothing. You don't see nothing wrong with it. But 10 years with this man is... I don't know how she made it through 10 years with this man. That's crazy.
Tiffany says she saw a much darker side to Combs. She was there the night of Cassie's 29th birthday party in 2015.
In Cassie's lawsuit, it said that Diddy supplied her...
And it took her so long to come out with all this information, fam. And it's like, niggas didn't even believe her until, like, we have all this other shit about Diddy, fam. Like, that's the crazy part, fam. Because there's, like, obviously, like, the Me Too shit, where, like, niggas are just coming out saying things just to cancel people. And it's not true. But then it invalidates people who are actually coming out with, like, the truth and things that happen. And then we invalidate them. And then we need, like, extreme evidence and extreme situations for us to be like, oh, yeah, maybe Cassie was telling the truth this whole time because this nigga was weird. But imagine we didn't get all this extra stuff. Imagine we didn't get all these other charges. Then her shit kind of gets swept under the rug, fam. Like, it's sad, but, like, it's fortunate. Fortunately, everything came out into the light. Anything that you do in the dark will eventually come to the light, fam. Well, eventually it came out. But if it didn't, fam, like, we would just brush that under the side. Like, no one would really care about what Cassie had to say, fam. But now, because this is, like, mainstream news, CNN, ABC, like, one of the biggest pop icons, R&B icons of our generation is a certified weirdo on some sex trafficking, racketeering shit. Only now it's like, yo, like, let's hear what you gotta say type shit. Which is crazy, but that's how it goes sometimes.
And sex workers with drugs before and during these freak-offs. You ever personally witness Cassie under any influence?
The night of the party was a freak off. He was saying, tell your girl she wants some birthday. That was a freak off. That's where he was taking her. When he was cussing her out and she didn't want to go.
Since Cassie's lawsuit,
so that nigga in the towel. So when he was in the towel in the hotel, he was trying to take her to one of the freak offs, and she wasn't going for that. And because she said no, she said, nah, I'm not on that. He decided to beat her up. This nigga's a nasty nigga, bro. Nasty nigga, bro.
at least 10 other suits have followed, according to the Southern District of New York. Combs has denied any wrongdoing in those. One of those lawsuits filed just last week by Don Richard of Danity Kane fame, whose hits like Damaged, reaching the top 10 on the Billboard charts in the early 2000s. Richard accusing Combs.
I wonder how many other female artists are gonna come out, because it seems like he has a clear target. Female artists who are of that generation. I wonder how many of them, or how big the artists are that come out like that. Because it's clear all these women are victims of him. But I'm interested to see who else comes out. These two are not going to be the only ones. There's probably a lot more people, and maybe potentially even bigger stars that we can't even imagine, who are female R&B singers who are going to come out. Because this nigga's weird, fam. This nigga needs to be stopped, fam. This nigga actually needs to be stopped. Like, he needs to be behind bars, fam. Like, whoever the lawyers are who's stacking the case against him, fam, like, y'all need an OD, fam. Y'all need to cook up, fam. Because this nigga needs to see, like, jail for the rest of his life. Do not let him finesse or weasel his way out of this, fam. Like, y'all got to build up this case. Because this nigga is a problem, fam. This nigga's a demon, fam. This nigga's actually a demon. Like, this nigga is a problem. This nigga cannot be in society, fam. Like, this is actually a problem. P. Diddy is a weirdo, fam. Like, he's a weirdo. But, like, he's one of the most dangerous weirdos you can be. Because he has power. He has influence. He has money. So he can get away with a lot of this weird shit, fam. When you're a weirdo, fam, eventually that shit will catch up to you. But when you're a weirdo with power, money, and influence, you can kind of cover that up and keep doing your weird shit, fam. And that's what he was really doing for multiple decades. God damn.
Her former mentor of sexual battery, forced labor, and gender-motivated violence. An attorney for Combs called the claims, quote, false, and said, Mr. Combs is confidently standing on truth and looks forward to proving that in court.
I'm interested to
In
see
a
that court
statement
case.
today,
I'm gonna
Richard's
lie.
attorney-
We might live stream that court case, guys. I ain't gonna lie, we might live stream that court case. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm tempted. We might live stream that court case. I ain't gonna hold you. I might have to bring someone like who has a little more legal know-how than me. Maybe like a law student or like, you know, a paralegal. We can get them on stream. But we might have to live react to the court case. Cause this is nuts, fam. This is nuts. There's no way he gets out of this, fam. There's no way. There's no way. Well, he can't. He can't. There's no way. There's no way he finesses his way out of this. I'm struggling to see what his case is. I'm struggling.
Attorney writing, this arrest seems long overdue. It's a big, moving day for victims, but an arrest is only the beginning. May justice be delivered to Mr. Combs. We implore other accusers to come forward, solidarity, and join us in this fight. For now, Combs remains behind bars awaiting an appeal. He could face life in prison if convicted on all 3 charges. Federal prosecutors saying this indictment is only the beginning.
Well, anything is possible, and we are committed to making sure that justice is done.
Apparently bail's been denied. I'm just gonna search that real quick, because apparently he tried to get out on bail. Bail. Yeah, he was denied bail in the case. He tried to get off on bail, they denied it. So this is going to trial. This shit is going to trial. But yeah, man, that's the P Diddy situation, if that's what we're gonna call it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that, fam. I ain't gonna lie. This was an interesting video. I ain't gonna hold you. This was interesting. Hopefully y'all enjoy it though. I need y'all to do 3 things before we get out of here. I need you to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Without further ado, I'll see y'all next time. Peace.